Black isn't really black, you know. Black is indigo, with speckled dots of silver. Black is grainy grey charcoal, flecked with yellow dashes that streak across the night. Black is deep, complicated and rich, like the shadows that seep through the gap beneath the door until it looks like there's a puddle of water submerging my paws. There never is, although sometimes I lick them, just to be sure. I like to be sure. And one thing I'm sure of is that black isn't really black at all. Another thing I'm sure of, there is only one way out of my shed. That took some effort to determine. Scrabbling down into the corners until my look-wet but aren't paws are weary, my claws ripped raw, and my nail beds bleeding. Gnawing off the tips of floorboards that protrude just a hair's breadth higher than the rest. I broke a tooth doing that, but still I couldn't break out. No, the only way out of my shed is to wait for the man. The wait feels longer because I hear him coming. The flat-footed crunch of his boots over the soil. The fumbled clink of his key in the dark. The man, you can be certain, brings his friend, the rope. And it is of the greatest importance that I am patient while rope is roped ropily around my neck. I learned that lesson, what humans call the hard way, back when I'd only just arrived and my broken tooth wasn't yet broken. Once the rope is happy, then the man is happy too. And suddenly I'm truly, fully outside, where the good smells linger and the good grass tickles, and I have a good 5 minutes, according to the man, to do my business. Although what business he thinks a dog and a rope can conduct at midnight is beyond me. For those 5 minutes, I delight in the darkness, surrendering the tufts of my ears to the ruffling fingers of the wind, staring up to a sky that glows with distant flickers. Black dog, the man says when he looks at me. Sometimes bad dog. It's a pity he'll never know, I think, that nothing, not the night, nor me, nor even black itself, is really black at all. The man has already visited tonight. He left early, definitely closer to 4 minutes. And that means I'm inside again. To be fair, and fairness is important to dogs, it makes the black feel a little more black than usual. The insects who wriggle inside the wood whorls look ghostly in these shadows, more intriguing and yet also more unnerving than when they turn flat green in the daylight. I think I prefer hearing them to seeing them. And I can, you know. I can hear them just the way that I can hear the moon. I cock my head and listen, my pointed ears attuned to the whispering of feather-fine movements that you don't actually see until somehow you know they've already happened. Crunch, creak, crease. That's odd. The man never comes twice in one night. But of course, this isn't him. These feet are lighter, spreading awkwardly over the ground as if they're naked like paws. These feet belong to a stranger. A dog who wasn't as brave as I am would hide. A dog who hadn't lived in this shed so long wouldn't know that there is only one way out. A woman opens the door. She has wide eyes, a small face. She looks like an adult, but only just. "Hello," she says. I say nothing. "Hello, Arbor," she says to me.